I don't know if I've shared this with y'all or not, but I'm in Georgia and it gets hot here, like seventh circle of Hades hot. And I just don't have time for that.
So we have this. If you haven't subscribed yet, might I recommend you do that while I dig through this for the Boss You Around booklet. Let's see what we got in here. I'll give this to the dog. He loves bubble wrap. Look at all these parts and pieces, why don't you? Let's just put it all out on the table here. Do not open with sharp object. Condenser. Hoses and such. Brackets. What is all this? Compressor. Don't need that. What's in the big box? Holy smokes. Oh, finally. The instrucciones. I wish you would look at all this stuff. This is the vintage air, heat and AC kit, 81, 87 Chevy or GMC pickup that I got through Summit Racing. I do believe we have our work cut out for us. Anyway, I got the book here, so let's, get started. Let's see, important notice, skip, important notice, skip. So just take me to the get her done page. Okay, let's see, disconnect the battery. I'll do it later. Drain the radiator, remove. That's not happening. Evacuate the AC system. Did that a long time ago. OEM condenser and dryer discard. Done. OEM AC lines from compressor to vet. Done. OEM compressor and brackets. Done. Evaporator discard. Done. I mean, I've already done all of this. Remove blower, center, blah, 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 blah. We recommend you remove the right inner fender. That's not happening. OEM heater, hoses, AC hoses, all that's done. So now I guess we're here. Condenser, assembly, and installation. Refer to separate instructions. Dang it! Found them. This is all the stuff you're supposed to have. I assume it's all there. Alright, mounting bracket installation. Install mounting brackets onto the condenser. Okay. Okay, ninth hole from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Goes right here. Don't over tighten. Too late. Alright, next. We have this one. And this one. This is very fiddly. It's fiddly. That's a word, right? I'm saying it's fiddly, and if that's not a word, we're making it up right now. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, next one, also fiddly. Okay, flip it over. Now we got to get this. Now they want me to put the dryer on here. We're just going to force this. I'm sure that's what they want. I think it says right in the instructions, force it. So the kit comes with this binary switch, but if you have electric fans, you need a trinary switch. So we take this plug out. Make sure we lube up our O-rings on our switch. Always lube your O-rings, man. And we'll put this down in here. Make sure it's snug. You can always tell your AC O-rings because, they're green. I assume that's some kind of environmental thing. I don't know why they're green. So now I'm on the next step where we attach the hard lines, and it's now showing me the flow in, out. It needs to flow this way, and of course I have it backwards. this information would have been good to have 2 steps ago. Okay, I reversed everything. Now we can get these on. All right, we got that one. We got this one. And we can tighten these down. Don't over tighten. That's not for y'all, that's for me. So the good news here is I think we can get the condenser and dryer in the truck without actually draining and removing the radiator because I got plenty of play here. Bad news is my transcooler's here and the condenser goes here. So now I'm going to have to, cut these things or whatever, take the transcooler off and attach it to the condenser, put the condenser in, and then put it all back together. Good times. So I took the 2 screws out of the fan shroud and I'm just going in there and, well, I already did it, but I, cut them from this side. And then, I dropped one down there. Come on out, little plastic thingy. I don't want you in there messing around. Oh, I got it. I got it. Look at that. Reattach my shroud. Get these things. Now I should be able to get this down in here. Get down in there, I say get down in there. I should probably, it's going to get the switch. It's going to get, it's hanging up. Yeah. There we go. I knew you could do it. Boom, the shaka of the laka. All right, now I got to get these other 2 hard lines on here. Okay, so they're on, but I'm not going to tighten them down until we get our transcooler mounted to the condenser, and then the condenser mounted to this, and then the radiator put back. And James has ordered me some more of those radiator button thingies. So as soon as they get here, we'll put the transcooler on the condenser, and then we could button this part up. My door wouldn't stay open. Remove the following: glove box, check. Under dash steering column cover, check. Instrument panel, check. Dash pad, check. Disconnect all wires and cables from the control panel. Oh, that's this. Okay. We'll just throw these screws loose on the floor. I'm sure they won't go anywhere. Disconnect all wires and cables. Alright, well, let's see, we got something here. That's a light. And then we've got all this crap. And the cables, well, I mean, they were kind of already. We'll just pull on that till something gives. There we go. Get out. Out. Get out. I said get out. Oh, remove control panel. Oh, okay. Check. Remove the ashtray. Retain. Okay. We can do that, I guess. I don't know how do you remove the ashtray. This part or the whole thing? What are we removing here? Yeah, we'll just do that. All hose and ducting from OEM louvers. Oh, they want all this out, huh? Alrighty. I don't know what I need, so we'll just bring the whole tray. We gotta remove you, friend. You gotta get removed. Oh, there we go. Come here. I could maybe make a snorkel out of this. Now we gotta take this whole thing out. It's got stuff clipped to it. Just get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, shoot. Such violence. Get over there. Get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, we gotta get. Holy smokes, man. Looks like a Corvette intake. Remove passenger side kick panel assembly. Okay. Retain the panel cover and the panel cap, but discard the door and actuator. Perfect. For ease of installing evaporator under the dash, it may be helpful to remove the 2 OEM bolts under the dash on the passenger side door pillar and pull the dash back. That does not give one a warm and fuzzy that this is going to go off without a hitch. So now the instructions say take these defrost vents and install them with some number 8 U-nuts and number 8 screws. But I have looked everywhere and they did not include any number 8 U-nuts and number 8 screws, part number 189801. I mean, what do they think? People just got number 8 U-nuts and number 8 screws just laying around? So I have these number 8 U-nuts and number 8 screws just laying around. Oh, dang it. Now they want me to take this cap and this thing and cover up that hole down there. So I'm going to get James to help me out with that. And they want some, well, I have this. It's clear, RTV, silicone, it adhesives, and it seals. So let's get this on. All right, James, let's get this on here. Now we take this cover plate. They want us to set it up here, attach it with a couple of screws, and then use the plate as a template to drill new holes. But this is raised over here, so I want to knock this down. I want to get this flat first. We'll do this the most efficient way possible. Death wheel. Put it up here with this one. Let's stick this one in here. We need a hole here, and here, and here. And then we got to drill this one. And this one. Okay. Time for some holes. Here. That looks about right. Sure hope it is. Uni-bit. Okay, let's see how this lines up. Yeah. We'll make it work. So now they want us to put silicone on this and attach it to the firewall. But I think before I do that, I would like it to match. So, abracadabra. No. Presto. Deep fried pickles. Deep fried pickles works every time. Now it's blue, although it still looks black. Got it all siliconed up. Should be able to stick it on there now. Oh, let's see. Where's my... This one goes here. Self-tappers are great. I find this to be completely unnecessary, and someone's getting a strongly worded letter. Well, these two holes here are factory holes in the firewall, so this other hardware is too small. I'll have to figure something out for that later, but I think we're set to go here. Turns out if I would read the instructions, they actually supplied some hardware for this. James, go ahead and put that nut on for me, please. Well, now comes the time where we try to squeeze this box up under here. I didn't loosen them bolts like they said, so I guess we'll see if it really makes a difference. I mean, it seems fine, right? It seems wonderful. I got some bolts coming through the firewall, and I got to put these spacers on here. I can't see it. Okay, I can see it better if I go over here. Try threading the bolt. Hold on. I gotta try it now. Oh, yeah. I think we got it. All right, yeah, we got to get the bottom one. So let me See if I can figure out where it's at. You have to be a trapeze artist. Try it there. I think that's it. Keep going. Sweetness. Now it says, and they say we need to check and make sure this is level, which, you know, okay, right there. And then we can put these screws in. Seems like that's it right there. Oh yeah, right on it. Now we got to install this funky line. Get in there. Go to your home hose. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh shoot, there's a plug in there. I gotta get that out. I can't get the plug out. I don't have fingernails. Listen, I'm trying to put you together. You know, you're not cooperating. Oh, there it goes. Holy smokes, man. Now they want us to wrap it with this funky tape goo stuff. Should I put another one on it? Should I put more on it? I'll put another piece. More goo. This is what we were wrestling with here. That bolt to install it is way back there. You see it? See? Can you see that? And then there's another one underneath. And then we had to hook this line up and wrap this with the goo. This is our drain line here, and now we have to go and drill a hole in the firewall and make a, you know, a drain. Gotta mark us a hole here, and oh, so they want this right about here. 5/8 hole right about there. I'm drilling all these holes in the truck. Now some people might ask, why didn't you just keep the factory air conditioning? And you know, I don't know. Okay, more holes. Here we go. Okay, there's our drain line. Look at the other side. There it is. Got our radiator zip tie button thingies. So now we can get this transcooler and condenser thingy here all situated. Then we're just gonna put it on here any old way we can get it to be flat. Let's see, will that hold it? Oh yeah, no problem. Oh no, there you are, you stinker. Gotcha. In a perfect world, everything lines up perfectly, but this ain't a perfect world. So sometimes adjustments need to be made. That's why they invented power tools. My concern now is that these leads off of this switch, you know, if I get this buttoned up, I have no wire to work with. I need to figure out what I want to do here. I don't even know where they're going yet, how long they need to be. All right, I figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it out. They figured it out, and I just interpreted it. There's two blue wires and two black wires. One of them is a ground. One of them goes to the compressor. One of them goes to the harness from the AC system, and the other one goes to the relay for the fans. But I think before I run the wires, I want to do the hoses and stuff so I can see how I want to route the wires. So let's do the hoses. So we got hoses, two hoses that come from the compressor. One's going there, one's going there. I'm just following the instructions, man. And you got to route them and put the ends on them, and then we got to take them to the shop and get them crimped up.
Let's see if we can get it done this place here.
Luckily, Barry's was able to help me out. So now we can, you know, I've kind of routed these, fitted them, or whatever. Make sure, okay, on this stuff that before you take them to the shop, you want to mark them like that, clock them how you want and mark them, because once they're on there,
you know, like twisting these jokers. That's just not going to happen. I have one go in here. Let's just get over here. What in the booger is going on? This one here wants to give me a fit. Listen, I'm not opposed to cross-threading you, okay? Wouldn't be the first time. This end goes over here. Man, everything wants to wrestle me today. I'm not in the mood for wrestling. Okay, this one goes here.
And we got this 2-piece hard line that you have to run. It runs up there too.
Now on the water hoses, the LS pumps have a 5/8, which is your hot coming out. So we need that flowing in to the heater core here with this flow valve. And then the other side is 3/4, which is the suck side. Push, suck, push, suck. Push is 5/8, suck is 3/4. I got to remember that. But the heater core is 5/8, so we got a downside. We got to step down from 5/8 to 3/4. And I'm going to do that with this cool little step downer thingy that I bought from Amazonia. Okay. Now we get some 3/4 hose. Boom, 3/4 hose. I like to try to make my clamps match up. I don't know why. Goofy like that, I guess. All right, now let's run this. See where we need to cut it. Get under there. Yeah. Now what I'll do is I'm going to try to swap these without actually draining the radiator. So it's going to be a fast whacha and see how much water I spill. It ought to be a good time. Well, we've got all of our hoses ran, you know, where I think we need to for now. And I got this switch taken care of and all that is basically done. I pulled some of the wire through. So next step. So they want us to take these little S clips, because, you know, it looks like S super clip. They got these adapters that, what in the holy smokes? What on, you know what, maybe a pair of pliers. I bet you're never getting them off. Oh, don't mess the clip up. There we go. Just squeeze them on there gently. All right, once you get them on there, then it clips to your louver things. There's one in the bezel and one in the dash pad. So we'll see about getting this on here without breaking something. That'll be a miracle. Boom, there you go. Looks like that. This is my brand spanking new dash pad because the old dash pad, well, well, let's just say it wasn't good. If you're doing this on your truck and you just pulled out the factory dash pad, you'll have a thingy that looks like this, and a thingy, this is the passenger side, this is the center. So on the passenger side, they actually want to replace this, pull it off, and put this one on. And on the center one, it gets one of these just like the gauge bezel did. So I guess now we can put in our new trim thingy here. You don't want to over tighten these nuts on these little plastic stems. Next thing you know, you'll be missing a plastic stem. Anytime you go working with new aftermarket stuff, you just never know how it's going to come together. It almost never comes together the way you want it to. See, this kind of stuff is scary, right? They want us to, this is the factory lower, driver's side lower duct. And they want us to measure 1/2 inch from this thing. So that would be here. And then lop it off. So I guess we'll get to lopping. it's lopped. Well, I sure hope that's right. And see, they want this inside of here with those S-clips. This funky adapter here. If you can maneuver it in such a way that it'll go, good luck to you. There we go. I guess that's what that's supposed to look like. Now, on the kick panel with the door, they want you to remove, the actuator and all that stuff. And then on the back side, there's this cover plate thingy, which we need the silicone and then put a couple of screws in. Got our silicone adhesive on there, and then this goes here. Okay. And since there's no door or anything to access here anymore ever again, I'm going to put these plastic rivets in here and finish this off. Okay, that's all done. Once you get all those vents and everything how they want them, you just run the hose from these, and then back here there's a couple of ports, and there's a diagram in there that tells you, where to run the hose to what. A couple of these go to the defrost thingies and then the vents and so forth. I'll show you the diagram. Hold on.
This is what I was talking about. It tells you where all your hoses go.
This is the control panel that they provided. It's pretty stout. It's like in this metal case or whatever. And we'll just feed this through here. Get in there. Why are you springing back out? And then it's got this like edge. Just kind of rest up against there to, bring it out. But I think it'll be all right. They provided the screws, so we'll run it in here and see how it pans out. Nice. Get the control panel mounted in here, and then this is the harness for it, which I just have zip tied right now, and it runs over here. It just plugs into this port on the box until you hear it click. This other port is from the harness they provide. This goes there, and then there's this other stuff we got to wire up. So there's a whole thing in the instructions where you take this glove box and they got a template and you have to cut it and kind of push this back because you don't have room for all of this anymore.
See what I mean?
But unfortunately, we're not going to get to that today. Let me tell you all what's going on. So something is happening with our LS swap here where I get on the accelerator and it stumbles and bumbles and backfires and it just sounds like a mad old hornet. Every so often, the engine will just die right down to an idle, and I start getting codes where it says your throttle actuator, throttle body, blah, 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 is, hey, we can't see it or talk to it. We don't know what's going on. And if you recall, when we did this, I replaced this throttle body because the other one, the housing was all busted up and everything, and I didn't trust it. I've got a sneaking suspicion that something is going on with this. I don't want to say it's a Chinese knockoff, but it's not GM. It came from China. So we're going to work on figuring out all of that. And then I need to do a little research on how the AC would hook up to the ECU, PCM module thingy or whatever in here and make all that work right. And I'll be sharing all this with you very soon in upcoming videos. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. We'll see you real soon. And in the meantime, get off the couch and go wrench on something. I mean, if it all went off without a hitch all the time, I'd have nothing to do.